G'day guys, Steve Morgan here at Forster in New South Wales. At the conclusion of Series 10 of the Hobie Fishing Australian Championships, I have got the top 3 anglers, and guess what? After the competition's finished, these guys like to tell us exactly what they were throwing and how they did it. So in third place, Alex Griesdorf from WA, mate. You travel well as an angler, don't you? You do, and you like these yellowfins.
Yeah, look, I'm enjoying them, mate. They're good fun. I mean, I had a great time at Lake Mac last year, and had a great time here. This place is phenomenal. So.
Tell us about the rod reel and the gun lure for you this weekend.
I tried a heap of different stuff, but the only thing that really consistently was catching fish was a jackal chubby in I think it's brown suji colour. Yep. Running it on a 7-foot 1 to 5 kilo rod and 2500 size reel with 4 pound leader and 10 pound braid. And yeah, I mean, I suppose I'm a little bit different than what a lot of the guys, by the sounds of it, fish for yellows. I know yourself, you like light line and light drag, and you sort of let them run. I was trying my best to keep them up high and sort of almost wind them in to keep them away from the weed. And yeah, it worked a treat for me. I really didn't lose any fish, and had a great time. And
you were only 1 or 2 big bites away from winning this thing, so it must give you a lot of confidence going into future events over east.
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, I found a spot yesterday that had a lot of big ones cruising around, so they were there. They were there today. They just didn't want to play the game. My last upgrade had probably 2 high 30s or a 40 chase that fish with it. So, funnily enough, the smaller one grabbed the lure, but that's all right. I'm still happy with what happened, so it's all good.
Well done, and you had great support from the West. Thank you for the WA spectators who were burgering you all the way in, mate. Well done.
Yeah, well, I don't think third place is a burger, so they can get stuffed.
Get stuffed, WA, got it. Jack Gammy, you were leading this event at the on the first day. You dropped down a little on that second day, and in the end, that second day sort of cost you the event, didn't it? Because you just didn't get those kicker fish that you needed.
No, I didn't get those kicker fish. I didn't even get a kicker fish bite on the second day, which is more disappointing than not. So.
Now tell us, you're a bit tight-lipped about the whats and the wheres. Let it all out now. Where did you fish, and what was the gun lure?
I fished up the Willamber River. There's a stretch, probably from the channel markers from the Willamber River. There's a stretch maybe 1 kilometre of that bank where there's just old oyster racks just covered in oysters, and I was just throwing the Hurricane Fat 37 in that colour, and that colour produced every single one of my fish that were in my bag for 3 days.
Now tell us about your rod and reel. Do you fish heavy or light?
Today, majority of the weekend I was fishing 8 pound with 8 pound braid, a 1 to 3 kilo rod, lock drag, but today I dropped down to 6 pound just in case it was a bit shut down.
Mate, you're a young fella and you're doing very well in the tournaments. You can do this until you're 70. I think you're going to be real good at this in a few years.
I hope so. I just want to knock him off his block sometime. Well,
he's not going to turn up next year, so you just get rid of him. It's easier. Well done, mate. Anyone you want to thank?
Not really. I'd just like to thank all the support I've had, or obviously the guys for putting it together a great event this weekend. And once again, the weather was perfect, the tides were good for us, and the fishing was great.
Yeah, no, they do a great job here at Hobie. Second place, well done, the bridesmaid. Here we go, the bride. And we had a chat about this last night. We worked out that you won your last event at Mallacoota. If you win this event today, if you come back for a Johnny Farnham-style comeback, you're going to be on the hat trick.
Yeah, well, I don't know whether to come back or not. Maybe Mallacoota. Maybe that's the next round.
That'd be the world's shortest retirement.
That'd be proper Johnny Farnham style, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Mate, run us through some of your gear for the weekend. I know you use some good gear and you like using good gear. Run us through the kit you used and then some of the tactics.
Yeah, okay. This is a Certate 2000. I used a fair bit this weekend. So that's quite older. What's it, 2000?
Yep. They just keep on going, don't they?
Yeah, this one's it's hardly out of service. We've got a Duff Rods rod, and of course the old, that was an olive cranker crab. The brackish fiddler caught me a few, and then a couple of different gulp products, like the crabbies and the shrimp as well, on the plastic side of things. So yeah.
Now, give anyone that wants to start fishing the crabs, and if you're a bream fisherman and you don't fish the cranker crabs, you're doing yourself a disservice. One tip: how to fish them to catch a fish. What are you going to do?
So I'll probably fish them a little bit different. What you do, you like to get them hit on the drop. If they don't get hit on the drop, I usually leave it on the bottom a little bit, give it a shake. You know, from anywhere from 10 seconds to I've left them lying there for a minute sometimes. Just let them sit there, and then you feel just like, tunk. So they're sitting there watching it. Or they might be just swimming past and just see it out of the corner of their eye, a bit of movement. But that's the way I mainly fish it. Throwing in the structure. Not so much out on flats. I don't do that a great deal, but mostly in the structure.
Yep. So get that expensive crab, $23 at your local tackle shop. Throw it as close as you can to the structure, and your sponsor Cranker will be really happy.
Yes, very great, very happy. Steve does an amazing job of getting me lures, and as you know, these things are like gold at the moment. Trying to get hold of me, just can't keep up supply. It's just crazy. They've won more tournaments, I think, than any other lure at the moment.
Now, speaking of amazing jobs, Nicole, have a look around this. It's like an Alien with the alien eggs, isn't it? These are all $8,500 Hobie Outback kayaks, and as the winner, you get to take one of these fellas home. So for a retired kayak fisherman, you've got another kayak in the shed.
That's awesome. Yeah, I could go with the two PA14s I own. So it's an amazing prize. I'm actually lost for words when it comes to actually winning one of these. Like Steve, Hobie, Australia, this is an amazing event. What they put on, and which we're able to show up, get in these, go out, fish a comp, come back, bring back, and they just get rid of them. It's just amazing.
No, they've got the crew they're going to pull them all apart now. It's going to take them another few days. The competitors appreciate it. I agree. Hobie run the best tournaments in Australia. And any more information, the photos, the write-ups, everything, go to www.hobiefishing.com.au. But for now, it's the world, the Australian, the universe, the everything Bream champ, Richard Summerton and Steve Morgan checking out from Forster.
Thank you.